% of our GDP is lost annually. You know what this means? It's easy sometimes to read statistics, but I want to bring it out. That bleed to the economy and its entire output, economic output, costs us about 870 billion Kenya shillings annually. This is strictly due to climate change. That's the cost of floods. That's the cost of droughts. That's the failed harvests, the lost jobs that we have lost in this country, the damaged infrastructure. If over the next 15 years nothing is done and nothing changes, we are looking at a loss of 15 trillion Kenya shillings. May sound just a number, but I dare say that this is enough to transform our entire nation. These are not just numbers. They represent the schools, the hospitals, the farms, and of course the futures. Climate change is not a luxury. You realize that in January this year, it was the hottest ever recorded month in the history of this country. This year. We are here to ignite a movement because in April, in South Sudan, 705,000 people were displaced by floods. We are here to ignite a movement because in the same month in Ethiopia, 10 million people were terribly affected by the floods in that country. And I deliberately pick all those places that are very far because it sounds very far. And I will now make you a little bit uncomfortable why we are here to ignite a movement. As scholars and as we discuss many issues regarding CO2 emissions, we imagine that this is a story that is very far. With me, I am holding a gadget that gives measurement for CO2 levels. The best indication should be in this room. We should be having at least 400 to 800. That is regarded as safe and green. Anything beyond 800 CO2 emissions is regarded yellow, and it starts to get dangerous. And if it gets to red, you will definitely get sleepy, you will be totally unproductive, and it will lead to headache. I'm going to let this gadget go around. The CO2 levels in this room that we all are in is 1,005. At one point it was 1,340. And it is still fluctuating between the yellow line. We have a role, and I believe that Africa is not a problem to be solved. No, it is not. Africa is the solution that is waiting to be had. We must be able to wake up, and we are, of course, the youngest continent in the world. We hold 30% of world's minerals. 60% of our uncultivated land, and the numbers go on and on. When are we going to pick all this to make it a reality? Look at our universities, total mess, most of them. The ones that you would expect that they have everything that would take this country to the next level. They have forgotten that we are in a time of crisis. Leaders are fighting in courts, one after the other. You don't even know who is the vice chancellor or who is going to be what. because of other interests, that we must keep this organization Christ-led and a way that is going to change our way. I see a situation where we have education and capacity building on short courses that lead to PhD and much more training that is definitely required. I see great effort in research and innovation. I see green labs based on African solutions. You know, Africa, we are just unique.